look at who we've got ready to go today. We've got Ryan Clark. Rex Ryan is ready to go. And I want everyone to know just how close together Mike Reese and Rob Minkovich are right now. Mike Reese, give us a little demonstration. Here we go. That's it. Those guys are ready to go. We got football on this Friday, and it begins with a thriller last night. Who saw this coming? Jaguars, Bengals, Thursday Night Football. The last two number one overall picks. That's Joe Burrow and that's Trevor Lawrence, and they're going head-to-head. And under 5 minutes to go in the half. Jags up 7-0, and here goes Lawrence. He's going to take it in. Hold on, Jacksonville's up 14-0 at halftime. Third quarter, Bengals trying to get it going. 2nd and 7. It's Burrow. He's rolling. He's flipping. This is C.J. Uzomah breaking a tackle. He had 5 catches, 2 touchdowns. They cut the lead in half. Urban says, oh, no, I think we had this one here. Middle of the third now. We're tied at 14. It's Trevor Lawrence. Remember the hero of last week's game for Jacksonville, Jamal Agnew, who brought that missed field goal back 109 yards. Watch him tapping the toes on the sideline here. I'll give you another look. Spectacular play from Agnew. The Jaguars would score on the drive. It's 21-14 Jacksonville. Next Bengals drive, 3rd and 4. Burrow under pressure, literally and figuratively. But his favorite receiver on this night was Uzomah. I told you he had 2 touchdowns. Here's the second one. Burrow threw for 348 yards. We're tied at 21. After a Jaguars punt, we're under 4 minutes to play. This is a 3rd down for the Bengals. Again, a 3rd down, and Burrow is going to go down. Jacksonville's going to get the ball back, or are they? Hold everything. Flag comes out in the secondary. Holding on Trey Herndon right there, giving the Bengals a 1st down. So just over a minute to play. 2nd and 14. Burrow was 5 for 5 on what proved to be the game-winning drive. This one takes it down to the 20. Then they bleed the clock. 4 seconds to go. Here comes Evan McPherson. 35 yards for the win, and it's good. The Bengals overcome a 14-0 deficit. Urban can't believe it. The Jaguars 0-4. The Bengals are 3-1.
It's devastating, heartbreaking. You know, these guys, usually I'm not wrong about stuff like that, that I just see a good team in there. I see good guys. I see good hearts. I see guys at work. And I told them I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong about that stuff. And this team's going to win some games.
Now, Urban Meyer, in his entire coaching career, only had 2 entire seasons in which he lost 4 games. The Jaguars, meanwhile, have now lost 19 straight. Going back to last year, tied for the 2nd longest losing streak in NFL history, behind only the Buccaneers in 76 and 77, who were an expansion team and lost 26 straight games. So that's where the weekend begins, but we know where the spotlight is. Let's go to New England. Back in 2000, who knew Tom Brady would become the player he is today? Selected as the 199th pick in the 6th round of the draft, he was the 7th quarterback taken that year, but preparation met opportunity in 2001, and nothing was ever the same again. When he took over, he led New England to 6 Super Bowl victories, was the Super Bowl MVP 4 times, and then you know the rest. Leaves for Tampa last year amid all of that controversy and picks up his record-setting 7th championship, adding another Super Bowl MVP to boot. So much to get into here.
I mean, he's a great coach, obviously a great coach, and has everyone prepared, does a great job of that. And obviously, I said before, taught me a lot, was a great mentor for me for a long time. And I really enjoyed my time in New England. I have nothing but incredible thoughts, memories, emotions towards all the kind of football experiences I've had. And that's obviously one that was the longest. And I still have a lot of great friends there, but they know I want to kick their butt this week. So they'll know exactly how I'm feeling once I'm out there.
All right, so there we go, and here he is. This is Mike Reese with us live outside the stadium. So we've talked so much about Brady's mentality going into this game. Mike, what can you tell us about the mentality of his old team, who he faces Sunday night?
Greeny, Patriots players, they're getting tired of answering a lot of Tom Brady questions from the media. Matt Judon, one of their top defenders, was asked 6 questions about Brady yesterday, and on the 6th one, he just looked exasperated, and he said, bro, he's the next quarterback we have to play. He was in this building for a long time. There's nothing that you can take away from him, but it's not like we're afraid of what Tom Brady can do. Matt Judon's message is that they're not playing just Tom Brady. There's a lot of other players on that Tampa team, and if they're only focused on Tom, they're going to get blown out on Sunday night.
Fair enough. So take us through the Patriots' plans today, 48 hours ahead of this enormous game.
Well, Greeny, you can almost feel the anticipation because Bill Belichick is going to take the team inside the stadium behind me for practice later this morning. It's something he does from time to time at the end of the week leading into home games, but not all the time. Gives players a chance to visualize what it'll be like Sunday night. They get those 6 Super Bowl championship banners. Tom Brady usually on the home sideline. Sunday night, going to be on the visiting sideline. Should be electric. Players get a little bit of feel for that later today.
All right, that's Mike Reese, the busiest man in the business right now. We'll come back to you as we continue here today. In the meantime, let me bring the rest of the crew in here. And there's been so much conversation this week about the mentality of Brady and the mentality of Bill. And we will continue talking about that this morning. But this is a football game, and it's a big one. Ryan Clark, how do you see it playing out?
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers got the best team, y'all. We've buried the lead the entire week. We've talked so much about Bill Belichick, so much about Tom Brady, but we never got to a huge reason Tom Brady left or why Tom Brady went to Tampa. It's because they had better players, and we watched those players play better last year. Also, guys, they got a better dang quarterback. Yes, Tom did some things in New England that made Bill Belichick want to get that old thing back. So what did he do? He went and drafted a younger version of Tom Brady, and not even as good as Tom Brady. We're talking about like a budget Tom Brady, a guy who struggled last week against the New Orleans Saints. Tom Brady's team is a better football team. Tom Brady is actually going to be on the field playing. Bill Belichick is not. This team can affect the New England Patriots in ways the Patriots cannot affect them. The way to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is to push the ball down the football field. And guess what? Mac Jones does not do that well. I expect the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win this game, and I expect them to win by at least a touchdown.
All right, we've put together such a good crew today. Rex Ryan coached 17 games in his career against Bill Belichick. That's the most of any of Belichick's opponents. So you know him as well as anyone. And we all know that Bill, before he became a head coach, was a great defensive coach, Rex, just like you. So what do you expect him to do against this legendary quarterback that he knows better than anyone?
Yeah, well, first off, I mean, you're right. Both of us were defensive coaches, but he was a hell of a lot better than me. But I'll say this, he's going to be multiple. There's no way he's going to present a vanilla defense to Tom Brady. He knows better. He knows what that looks like. So I think he's going to challenge him mentally. I think he's going to show certain looks on defense and play other coverages and different blitzes. If he's blitzed from the field on certain looks, he's going to blitz from the boundary. He's going to change it up on him. There's no question about him. He's just not going to give into the chess match. So Belichick will be at his best, and he's going to make sure that he challenges Tom Brady. And if not, he's going to get blown out in his own stadium, and he knows that as well as anybody. So I expect to see a lot of creative things from Bill Belichick.
Remember, Rex and the entire Sunday NFL Countdown crew will be at the stadium doing their show Sunday morning. In the meantime, Ninkovich is at the stadium right now as well. Well, telling me he needs a scarf this morning, by the way. Apparently, it's a little chilly. So is that?
Hey, wear a sweater vest, Nico. Put a sweater vest on, buddy. That's my advice to you.
But no one knows Belichick better than you do, Nick. Let me get you here. You played defense for Bill Belichick all those years, and obviously with Brady as your teammate as well. So to give us the game plan, what do you expect, and what experience can you fall back on to give us a sense of what we should expect Belichick to try and do against Brady Sunday night?
Greeny, I can't get away from the lawnmower. I was just at the lawnmower was cutting the grass next door to my house. I'm at the stadium. They're cutting grass behind me. What the heck's going on? But anyway, so what I'm thinking about in coach, I always, I keep a sweater vest on. It's okay. Anyway, let me get back to what Bill's going to try and accomplish here. So the New England Patriots, you're not going to trick Tom Brady. You're not going to fool him with something he's never seen. But I'm going to think back to 2014 when we were playing the Denver Broncos in Peyton Manning. And we put in a different defense, a new defense, something that we hadn't done before. And it was basically a swap coverage. And I know people are going to say, what's he talking about? It was a swap coverage with the outside linebacker with the defensive end. I was playing defensive end. Now, based on the formation, if it was 3-by-1 and the rotation of the safety was Rita away from you, you were a curl flat drop. If the rotation was Linda, it was to you, you were a hook drop. So in this